Howdy Who's Cows, it's your boy Baby B. Thanks for kicking it with me. How y'all doing? First off, let me just start this video by saying thank you to all the fans, all the people who have liked my Facebook page, who are following me and subscribed on YouTube, who have liked my Twitter page, who are liking the Twitch streams. Thank you all so much. You all mean the world. It's been absolutely phenomenal to take this journey with you guys. I said one of my goals for this year coming up was to just have a bigger presence on social media, and it has been absolutely it's been the funnest thing that I've ever done. Like it's been tremendous, and seeing all the feedback and love from you guys has been even greater than that. It's been phenomenal. The whole situation's been phenomenal. Unfortunately, I didn't get to do all the things that I set out to do in January just because there was so much things that I wanted to do. I was very ambitious. I wanted to do some Facebook Lives. I wanted to do some podcasts. I wanted to do YouTube. I wanted to do Twitch. I had all these different tentacles out going for different things, and unfortunately, you know, the real world hit, and you know, when things hit, it hits hard. But you know, there was a positive. I had some big opportunities, and I have some big opportunities coming up. I can't share just now. Some of y'all know the things that have been going on. I shared it, you know, on a Facebook Live video on my own page. But it's exciting. It's exciting things with writing, screenwriting. So I've been writing scripts. I got about 200 pages of scripts that I've been writing on and have finished in the past month. So in the past couple of months. And it's been since about October. So it's been crazy and hectic here. So I haven't been able to edit these videos as much as I'd like. So unfortunately, Hollywood Hillbillies in Hollywood and all that has been postponed. But today I can announce with this update that they will start. And starting today, this is the first video on my YouTube page, and it's extremely exciting. It's extremely exciting for one reason, and that is because I get to share my life with you guys. Whether that's interesting to you or not, you know, it's up to you. But just like my Facebook page, follow me, and subscribe on YouTube. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be crazy. Now, updates on Mondays. I'm no longer gonna be doing the Facebook Live videos as often. It's gonna be mainly on YouTube. Also, a little bit on my Twitch streams. I'm hopefully gonna be streaming 5 days, Monday through Friday. But now with schedules, who knows if that's gonna work out. I will say though, Mondays are going to be rambling videos like this, and they're also going to be updates on my weight loss journey so that you all can take that journey with me, whatever that may be, getting in a healthier life, making your life different, getting a different mind frame. That's really what this is going to be about on Mondays. Tuesdays are going to be Hillbillies in Hollywood. That's going to be our vlog, our family vlog, where we do crazy and fun things. Me, Mom, and Jade, and Luke Geek. So it should be extremely exciting. Okay, on Wednesdays, we're going to do bloopers of Hillbillies in Hollywood, which should be just as fun and crazy, maybe even crazier than the actual video. And then on Thursday and Friday, I'm going to be doing my Let's Play videos on YouTube with video games that you all suggest or that you all vote that I play. So I play video games all the time. It shouldn't be any problem. I have tons of clips. It'll be great. Alright, you all gotta come with me and check this out because this is no joke. Like, absolutely, I've been working my hardest out here trying to lose weight, and I am so proud of this. So I just want to show everybody this. You're gonna see the picture later, but this is what I am so proud of. These are all of my fat clothes, 2XL. 2XL. I am so happy to finally be back down into an XL. My goal's a large. I started out at 263, and now I'm currently down to 235. So I'm doing okay. Still got a long way to go. My goal range is from 175 to 185. Okay, so that's the update. Also, like I said, I'm going to be writing scripts like crazy. I've been writing 10 pages a day. It's been fun. It's been crazy. Let's get it. Okay, that's the update. Now, on to the juicy part, onto the vlog. And it's going to be a lot more serious, and things are going to take a little bit of a turn. The energy's going to come down, because I want to talk to you all about some serious things that have been happening in my life and why this has taken a while to get out there. So I hope that you all enjoy. And if you feel the same way or some similar things are happening in your life, please get help. Please talk to friends. Please talk to family. Enjoy, guys. Really just take this to heart. Thanks. In 2012, I was a runner in cross country, a runner in college, and I got real sick. I got sick, my colon, I had a perforation in my colon, and the doctors couldn't figure out why. They finally figured out that I had diverticulitis. But from there, I started getting symptoms of PTSD and anxiety, and some things that had happened earlier in my life started to come back up. And it was very, very tough and difficult for me. I remembered things in my childhood that just really bothered me. And from there, my life started to spiral out of control into this fear and anxiousness. Every waking moment, I felt like I was a prisoner, kind of like trapped in my own mind. And it got so bad to where I couldn't even drive, and I still can't. You know, I have trouble driving to this day. I can only drive with someone in the car with me. I can't drive by myself. And it got to where, you know, I was letting this prison that I had created in my own mind kind of keep me captive. And I got to where I would close my blinds, I closed my curtains, I locked my door and kept in my room. I would only come out to eat and you know, eat and use the bathroom, and that was it, man. I wouldn't do anything else. And you know, if I had to go to class or I had to do something, especially my last year of college, I was kind of reserved to myself. I didn't really like talking to other people. I didn't like doing things. I kind of attached myself to certain people, and those were the only people that I would talk to. Those were the only people that I would be around. And even then, I didn't really like being around them. It wasn't them, it was me. It was me inside. I was dying. I felt like I was dying. And, you know, in my life, you know, being a Christian, I felt the Spirit of the Lord. I've been in the Spirit of the Lord. I had so many Christians tell me, well, you know, you've messed up somewhere along the line. You've really messed up. You know, the Lord's disappointed in you. And I was like, you know, I'm reading my Bible. I'm praying every day. I'm going to church. What more could I do? You know, and it was one of those things where people weren't understanding that I actually had a physical problem that I didn't know about, but I was taking other people's words to heart. Then I was letting other people dictate my life. Well, you know, maybe you're right. Maybe I am a terrible person. Maybe I'm not doing what I need to be doing. Maybe, you know, something's not right in my head, you know, and I just, it got worse, and it got worse, and it got worse, and it got to where, you know, I just didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to be around anyone. I didn't want to run anymore. I didn't want to exercise anymore. I just wanted to die, quite frankly. And that was probably the toughest part. You know, I didn't want to die because that was, I take that back. I didn't want to die because death was one of the things that I was afraid of. What I wanted was for the pain of feeling different. I wanted the pain of being trapped inside of this prison, inside of my head. I wanted the emotions that I was feeling. I wanted all of that gone. You know, I didn't want to end my own life. I didn't want to die because, like I said, I was afraid of death. But I didn't want to live like that anymore. And, you know, it really bothered me. It affected me in jobs. It made it to where I couldn't do some jobs that I had signed up for. I was working some films and stuff, and I couldn't finish just because I couldn't drive. I couldn't be alone, because when I was alone, that was when I couldn't be alone, but I wanted to be alone at the same time. Like, I hated being alone, because when I was alone, my heart would start racing. My thoughts would come to me, and these things would bother me. It would bother me tremendously. But the problem was, when I got out with people, I hated it. I wanted to be alone. I couldn't stand being around other people because they're smiling, they're happy. What am I going to do? I'm going to put on a fake smile again. I'm going to pretend to be happy. Everyone sees this happy Brandon. Everyone sees this smile. Everyone sees, you know, laughter. But really on the inside, I felt so different from everybody else. And, you know, that was tough. That was tough. And it came to a head twice in my 2 years, my 2 final years of college. The first time it came to a head was when my family through a terrible circumstance, ended up becoming homeless. Now, there was nothing that I could do about that. I was in college, I was away. I couldn't do anything, but yet I knew my brother and my mother were suffering. And the only place that they could stay at the time was a hotel. And I went home. I don't think I'll ever forget this as long as I live. I went home on Thanksgiving break. All my friends were so excited. It was Thanksgiving break. It was a time to be happy, a time to be rejoicing, because, it was time for feasting, of really being together and fellowshipping with your family. But I wasn't going to a home. I went to a motel, and that's where my mom and brother had been for a couple of months before I had even gotten there. And I ended up, for the week, we stayed in a one-room hotel with a restroom, and there was a bed and a pull-out mattress, and that was it. That was our home, and every possession that we had was in my dorm, because everything else we didn't have. It was all gone. Everything that we used to have was no longer. And I remember Thanksgiving coming, and I'm seeing everybody post on social media all their family's foods, all these big feasts, all these, great gatherings of fellowship. And I wasn't happy for them. I was resentful. I was resentful of the situation that I was in. For our Thanksgiving meal, we went to McDonald's that was open, and I got a double cheeseburger meal. You get 2 cheeseburgers, an order of fries, and a drink for $5.01. And my brother got the same, and my mom got a chicken nugget, and that was our meal for the day. That was the meal for the day, the one meal that we got that day. And that was tough. That was tough. That was the toughest part of my life. That it was crushing. It really was. And it's not that people didn't invite us to come to their family dinners. In fact, we were able to go to a family dinner later that week. It wasn't the fact that people didn't invite us to their family dinners. It was the fact that we didn't have a place that we could call our own. And that was so hard. That was the hardest thing. I couldn't even imagine the things that it did to my mother and brother, because they had to live in that way after I went back to school. And when I was walking around campus and smiling and laughing and attending classes, I was really dying inside, because I knew what my mother and brother were having to do, washing clothes at their school, the high school that my mom worked at, and getting things, crunching every penny that they had just so they could eat for the day, while I got 3 meals at college. And that was tough. That was extremely tough. And then my senior year, my mom had a stroke, and I ended up having to take off, and people were like, "Oh, Brandon, you're such a good son. You're doing such a good job." And at the same time, I was building up a resentment. Like, I hated the fact that I had to take off school. I was like, everyone that I know and care about, all my friends are at school, and they're having a fun time, and they're going to the movies, they're going out to eat, the people that I did hang out with, because I was still dealing with this anxiety problem where I built this prison in my head, and I was just hearing all these noises, and at the same time I was having to take care of my mother, and I wasn't really knowing where the life was going to take me. And then, when Mom started getting better, she was like, "Son, it's all going to work out. It's all going to work out." And I was like, "Mom, how's it going to work out? How can any of this, how can all of this work out?" I was like, it doesn't just work out for people like us. And then I was really shocked when we decided to make the move to California. I graduated film school, and I decided that I wanted to be in a place where I could really immerse myself in the film culture. and we moved to California. We up and left everything that we ever knew, and everyone was like, you know, here's where people don't see the things that happen behind closed doors. So this is why I'm trying to give you all a little bit of what happened. People don't see, you know, it's scary. It's scary. You're leaving behind everything that you ever knew. You know, I had anxiety that I was dealing with anyway. And, you know, I did odd jobs and things like that, and working as a sub, and it's like, people don't see that. People don't see the conversation. They think that, oh, you just up and leave, you know, that it's all hunky-dory after that. And the fact of the matter is, it's not. It's not hunky-dory at all. Those problems that you have, you're going to take with them. No matter where you go, you can't outrun them. You need to face them. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. And unfortunately, I hadn't faced those problems. I hadn't faced the anxiousness. I hadn't faced the depression. I hadn't faced the voices, the noise that I was hearing. It wasn't voices, it was noise. You know, just from all directions. You should be like this. You should be like that. You shouldn't do that. You should do this. And it was just like, I was taking all that with me. And I thought because I was in a different area, it was going to be different. But, you know, it was for a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Everything was a little bit different. You know, everyone was happier. Everyone was. It seemed like we were on the top of the world. But unfortunately, those things have a tendency to creep back in. They have a tendency of slithering their way back into your life like a snake. And you know, I'm not saying that as a way of saying, oh, well, you know, it's this or it's that, but you know, those doubts and those fears and those anxieties, they have a way to come back. And especially if you're away from everyone that you ever knew and loved, you know. You being with your family is great. Being with my immediate family, my mother and my brother, have been tremendous, because if I wasn't with them, I don't know what I would be doing. But you know, when we first moved here, it was great, but then it started coming back. The anxieties, the fears, the not being able to drive, the maybe I'm not adequate enough, the seeing everyone telling me, oh, you've got to change your country accent. You got to stop saying yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, yes, sir, no, sir. You got to quit being such a nice guy. You got to start taking up for yourself. You got to be strong. You got to walk a certain way here in LA. You got to be a little bit different. But the fact of the matter was, I didn't have to do any of that. The fact of the matter was, I just had to be at peace with who I was as a person. And I won't ever forget, I come into my mom's in the living room where she's sitting, and I go, Mom, you know, I'm crying. I'm like, this anxiety, this panic attack. And when panic attack comes, it's like your chest tightens up, you can't breathe, and you're struggling, you're taking deep breaths, and you know, and it's like, you start hyperventilating, and you're breathing, you grab a towel to put over your head, but it doesn't help. You turn on an air conditioner, but it doesn't help. You're struggling, and nobody knows why that's happening. And I go in my mom, you know, in the living room where she's at, and I'm Mom, I can't do this anymore. And I'm crying, and tears are running down my face, and I'm like, Mom, you don't understand. And she's like, no, I don't understand. I don't understand what you're going through. I said, I know you don't. I know you don't understand. You want to understand, but it's just, Mom, I just want to die. And I said that, and it just slipped out of my mouth. And she goes, what? And I said, Mom, I just want to die. And I said, you know, maybe I don't want to die, but like I said, I don't want to feel this way anymore. For so long, I've had this fake smile. I've had this fake persona that I've been putting on, that I'm this happy person with my life all together. But yet, if anybody really noticed, they would notice that I was hurting inside. I said, Mom, I've gotten up to 263 pounds. I'm in a double XL. I'm trying to eat myself into a heart attack. I said, and people tell me I need to quit eating this way. Yeah, I know I need to quit eating this way. But you know, sometimes the comfort in the food is a lot better than the pain that I feel most of the time. People say, yeah, you need to get out and you need to meet people and quit playing so many video games. But sometimes the fake worlds that I escape into are a lot easier than the worlds that I'm living in. And I said, Mom, I said, I don't want to feel this anymore. And I was hurt, man. I was breaking in two. And nobody really knew, besides her and my immediate family. Nobody knew that I was really feeling that way. And, you know, it's hard. It's hard when you're feeling that way. And I know a lot of people are feeling that way. And the thing about it is it's not time to shut the blinds and close the door. It's not time to push everyone away that loves you and cares about you. It's in those times that we have to pull together and be closer. And I say that because I got good news. I'm slowly starting to recover. I'm not going to lie and say that I got it all together. I'm not going to try and tell you false things like, oh, it's 100% better, you know, that I can drive now and go where I want to go, do the things I want to do. I'm not going to lie and tell you that. But what I am going to tell you is that it is starting to get better. It's not there yet, but it's starting to. And that's a lot better than what it was 4 or 5 months ago. That's a lot better than what it was 2 or 3 years ago. That's a lot better than what it's been since 2012 when I started this journey of a downward spiral, not knowing where my life was going. It's a lot better because I have let the people in that need to be let in. And I have turned away the negativity and the people that I need to turn away, and I realized that I needed to turn away. I've turned them away and I've locked them out because they need to be locked out. Those people need to be gone. But I let the people in and said, come on into my life. Be in my life. I want you to know more about me. And I let those people in my life because they have helped me open up the curtains again. And I keep using that analogy because that's what's happened. I've opened up the curtains and let the light in, let the sunlight in for once. I've started going outside and taking walks and enjoying the fresh air. I've started smelling the grass, the cut grass, the leaves, the whatever it might be, the flowers. I've started smelling them and enjoying the smell. I've started tasting the different things that life has to offer and enjoying the taste. I've started to feel, and I've started to love the way that feeling feels, if that makes sense. Because when you're hurting and all you feel is hurt, you want to lock out feeling like it's a disease because you don't want any more of that feeling. But I've started feeling again. And the people in my life who have been struggling with the same things that I've been struggling with, we're starting to heal together. And it's been phenomenal. So yes, now I'm starting to lose that weight. I'm starting to take those measures to be a healthier me. I've gotten down to a 1XL like I told you all in the beginning of this video. And it's been phenomenal. It's been the greatest thing that I've ever done. I've started getting out and talking to people and smiling. And when I smile at someone, I'm actually smiling at them. I'm not just smiling at them for the sake of smiling at them. I'm smiling at them from my heart because I really care. I really care what's going on in their lives because the things that are going on in my life are no longer too big that I can now feel peace in my life. I don't feel that hurt like I used to feel. I'm starting to feel that peace. You know, and I'm being able to smile at people and really appreciate people for who they are. And you know, it's been the biggest difference. It's been the world. You know, and I'm not going to deny that. Like I said in the beginning of this video, I am a Christian, and the Lord has been great to me throughout this whole experience. He's been there even when I didn't think that He was there. But, you know, this has been a journey mentally that I needed to be on. That maybe it's for other people out there who are experiencing the same thing that I'm experiencing. Maybe it's people who just need to hear, you know, somebody loves you. You know, somebody cares about you. Even if you don't think that anybody in this world cares, somebody loves you, all right? Somebody cares for you. Even if it's, you know, for yourself. You know, do it for yourself, to talk to people, to open up, to be a better person, because that's really what matters. The people in this world are what matters. It doesn't matter what the news is telling you should think or see or feel, or the hate that you should feel towards one group or the other. You know, all that's just noise. All that's just the back and forth of telling you how you should live your life. Oh, you don't need to dress in that, or you don't need to be, you know, in that, or you don't need to watch or do that, or you don't need to see that or be that, or, you know, you need to do this or that to be popular or cool or whatever. You know, just be you and be satisfied in being who you are. And that's kind of what I've learned, because once you're satisfied with who you are and where you're going, that's when you can start seeing other people and being like, okay, I see you. I see you. I see what you're doing. And I want to bring you into me so that we can share and be better people together. And that's when a community starts being built. And you know, it's crazy that a community can be built out of broken people, but I believe that, you know, everyone's broken in some way. Nobody has it all together, and if you do, then I need to talk to you, because you've got the key to the world to be a rich person. You could be a millionaire, let me tell you. But I believe that we're all broken people, and we're all trying to build this world, and we're all just trying to build a community and life together. So thank you all for listening to me. It's been a long journey, but this smile that I have on my face right now, it's not fake. It's real from the heart. So thank you all. When I say I love you guys, I love you. I really do. From the bottom of my heart, I love you. I love each and every one of you. And I want you to be successful in everything that you do. I want you to reach for the moon, and that you reach and you get that goal that you've been hoping for, and that you reach your dreams, and that you don't let anybody tell you what you can or can't be, because I believe that you can be whatever you want to be. That you can truly, if you persevere, reach for the stars, and I believe that you can do it. I thank you guys for being with me on this journey. It's been crazy, and I just appreciate each and every one of you. God bless you all. You've been a blessing to me. Thank you.